Hey everybody, this is Benny from Benny's Customs. I've decided to make my own custom G.I. Joes, 6-inch style. They recently just came out with their own new line of G.I. Joes, which I do have. Let's take a look at those and then we'll take a look at the customs that I've made. First, starting with Roadblock. We got Roadblock here, he's pretty tight. They did a good job on him. The lighting's a little bit off, but anyway, yeah, they did a good job on him. He's a good size. I like him a lot. I mean, he reminds me of the old Roadblock, which is good. The gun, not so much. The gun they definitely could have done better. Alright, here's Duke. Now, Duke I like a lot more. Duke looks a lot more like the Duke that I'm used to as far as the top half goes. Bottom half, not really used to all the armor, but I dig it. It's still cool. Yeah, he's pretty cool. Let's see who else we got here. We got Scarlet, who just lost her crossbow, which is a pain in the butt. Alright, Scarlet, yikes. This one, she's a little rough. I mean, I love her body. It reminds me of the old Scarlet. But her face, she's very young. She looks maybe 15. I mean, we definitely needed a definitely more modern woman head. But otherwise, she's cool. Then we got Snake Eyes here. Now, this is the regular Snake Eyes. He's the black one. I didn't get that 40th anniversary one because I really thought that the color was way off on it. So I love this. I think it's amazing. He's bendable and he's fantastic. The thing about the Snake Eyes is everybody's making this Snake Eyes. I mean, even myself, I even ordered the head, the whole nine. And, I thought about it and I was like, how can it be different? So what I did was I made the Snake Eyes that I was used to when I was a kid. Now this Snake Eyes is the blue and black, obviously. And he came out awesome. And what I did was I gave him two swords. Get a little close up here. See if we can get the light on him a little bit. But yeah, he came out pretty good. I gave him a bow. I gave him swords. I mean, I really wanted him to be ninja-esque. I didn't want him with all the fancy guns and the whole nine. I just wanted a lot of ninja. And we got it. He's obviously more muscular. I used the Black Panther uh, body for this. And what I did was I actually had a, let's see, was it Fortnite? I'm not sure if it was Fortnite or not. It might have been a Fortnite fig. But anyway, I used that head, and what I did was I shaved all the hair off of it, balded him out, and made him look amazing. I think he came out really good. Now this is where it goes and gets good, folks. All you Joe lovers, which I am definitely one of. So this guy was one of my absolute favorites when I was a kid. This is Outback. And yeah, he is cool. I love him. I tried to make him to the point where, I remembered him as a kid. I remember he had all the pouches on the front. And he had like the big backpack and the straps all over. So I decided, let's do it. Now, I know he's supposed to have a survival on his chest, but I just couldn't get that detailed. Sorry about that. I do got water slides coming, but I don't know if they're going to be big enough for him because he's a big guy. He's got some girth to him. He's like 4 different bodies from Marvel. The top half is the Submariner, which I painted the t-shirt. The bottom half is from a nuke body. Yeah, he came out amazing. I gave him a shotgun because I thought it was kind of Outbackish. Then I gave him the I don't know what you want to call that kind of gun, but it's sweet and he looks awesome. So let's get to the next guy. Now, remember, all these guys are all guys that I made because I loved them when I was a kid. When I was a kid, these were the figures that I played with. And the next one is Beachhead. Now, this Beachhead came out amazing. I'll let you guys get a good look at him. But he is so cool. I mean, I used Phantom X's head and Eric Killmonger's body. And I saw, it's weird, I can see figures inside of figures. Okay, that's how I saw this figure. The second I saw Eric Killmonger's body, I was like, I can make a Beachhead. So, what I did was made a Beachhead. And I love him. I think he reminds me of the one right from when I was a kid. Way better from the one when I was a kid. But yeah, he came out amazing. All right, guys, this is probably going to be a long video because I didn't realize how many of these guys I actually made. Now, for the end of... Oh, I actually have this guy. All right, now this guy I haven't done anything to yet. This is going to be Quick Kick. Now, he just came in. You know, I mean, he was just... I ordered him, and I'm going to paint him up, obviously. But I just haven't had the time, and I really liked his red pants, honestly. I thought he gave him a lot of character. But he's definitely going black, without a doubt. So he reminds me more of the Quick Kick. But my last Joe figure is one that everybody's going to love and remember. This guy was in every battle I had. This is my Sergeant Slaughter. All right, now remember, I'm not a professional maker on these guys. I don't do this for a living and have all sorts of machines to change everything and do everything with. I'm a dad of 6. Yeah, so finding time to do this is not easy. But this is my Sarge, and I love him. I think he came out great. He got the dog tags on there. He's got the flags on his shoulders. Now, what I did with this guy was I used a Captain America, old Captain America head, painted it up, and I had a Guile that I had ordered, and his hand had come broken. So I put him in the fauna box, and then I decided to make a Sergeant Slaughter. And he came out very cool. All right, now we're going to do Cobra side. Let's see who we got first. All right, this first one is kind of special because my 6-year-old son helped me paint this one up. This is Dr. Mindbender. And yes, he's not perfect, no. But when a 6-year-old kid is helping you paint him and make him, he's perfect. And I love every bit of it. And this one's for you, Justice. This one goes out to you, buddy. Now, what we did was he had a weird shaped bald head. So I decided that I was going to put a cap on it, a metal cap. And I thought it came out awesome. And if anybody's got any ideas or thoughts on any of these guys or wants to make any or give me an idea. You know, I'm open to make any kind of figure you want as far as G.I. Joe goes. As long as I got an idea and the shit to do it, I can do it. All right, there's Dr. Mindbender. Oh, here's my, Now, of course, I didn't make this one. This is the one I ordered. Yep, here we go. Tin head there. But, yep, there he is. The big man. But Destro, you know, I mean, I honestly expected Destro to be a little bit bigger because he really did tower over guys. So I thought Destro was just going to be a hair bigger. And, he's all right. I love him, though. You know, I mean, he reminds me of the old Destro. I like him a lot better than I like the gold-headed one. But, yeah, Destro came out good for them. Now what we're going to do is we're going to get into my guys. Now, this is... Like I said, these guys were the ones that I played with when I was a kid, and they were in every war with the guys that I just showed you. So first, I'm going to go with the Cobra Bat. Okay, this is my Cobra Bat Battle Android Trooper. Now what I did was I made this out of a Marvel figure. What was it? Oy, holy crap! I made so many of these I can't even remember who I made out of what. But yeah, he just came out amazing. Um, if you guys like now with the chest, I don't know if you can see with the light like this. There we go. Now the chest, I did all that by pen and paint pen. And what that is, in actuality, is a Fortnite skirt piece. Talk about thinking out of the box on this one. And I know he's supposed to have a lot more yellow in him, but working with yellow sucks. Anybody will tell you that working with yellow, white, or orange is horrible. They take so many coats, so I decided to give him yellow everything else. So you kind of get the gist of them. But yep, that's my Cobra Battle Android Trooper. All right, next, and I watch a lot of toy makers and toy guys and stuff like that. So one of the toy guys I watch is named Foosh. Okay, and this guy gave me the idea for this guy. This is my Night Creeper. And yeah, guys, this guy came out pretty good. I mean, he's not perfect. Don't get me wrong. Every figure that I've made is not perfect. Okay, but this guy came out really cool. I mean, he's got everything's movable on my figs. Everything, their chest, their heads, their whole nine is movable. I try to make sure that it's all movable. Now, I gave him, instead of giving him that weird scarf that comes down around his head, I had it laid back, kind of like Dusty's. And I thought it was really sweet. And what I did with his gun is it's a crossbow, but underneath is a semi-automatic something with a silencer. Now, this is in case, he runs out of arrows and decides he needs to go full ballistic. He came out sweet. I gave him the arrows, gave him all the purple Gatiques. He's got the ammo pack here for his gun, and he just came out perfect. Now, when I tell you who I made him out of, it's going to be a little crazy. I used a Cyclops head. I used a Marvel body. I used Punisher legs, and he's like 6 different guys. He came out amazing, and all of my guys come from parts. Broken toys, you name it, I can fix it and make it. I don't know how, but 6 kids, but having PTSD does help that. All right, let's see. Next guy. All right. Now, we couldn't have Destro without the Baroness. Now, she came out very cool. She's not a big figure, but I needed a Baroness because if I didn't have a Baroness, who the hell's going to fight, Scarlet? So, this Baroness came from, I believe it's a Mockingbird body, and she came out pretty good. I like her a lot. I colored the sunglasses that I got for another fig, and she came out really good. I mean, all the black on her is amazing. She did good. It's not a hard figure to make, obviously. You just need a female and black paint. All right. Now, this one, everybody's going to go crazy on this one because now this is not Cobra Commander. Okay, this is Cobra Command Droid. Now, this guy is bigger than most of the guys, okay, because he's an android. And what I did was, he is the personal guard of Cobra Commander when I finish my Cobra Commander. Now, I decided to experiment a little, and yeah, he came out really cool, but I'm trying to make the Hooded Commander, who's a lot smaller. But this guy is Cobra Command Droid, and he came out pretty good. I mean, he's not a horrible fig at all. I love him. I love all the figs that I've made. So, he came out pretty cool. He's not too bad. Now, what I did also is when I was a kid, I was a big, big, big time Dreadnought fan. Okay, I loved the Dreadnoughts. I loved the Harleys. I loved how they fought, how they were, just out there. So I decided to make dreadnoughts. Now, I didn't make the dreadnoughts you guys are expecting. All right, I made the dreadnoughts that I loved. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with the Z team. The Z team is Zartan, Zarana, and Xandar. And this is my Zarana. Now, she came out alright. Her chain keeps floating up in the air, but I love her. I think she came out great. She's got the pink hair. And what I did was, this was a Mystique body. Alright, and I painted her legs. I painted everything about her. And she came out really good. I mean, I didn't give her a lot of weapons because I'm still designing her weapon. I was going to put this on the front of her weapon. So right now she's just got a 45 that I gave her, and she just looks good. I mean, I like this team because they were the kind of team that would dress up and be in disguise and, shake the whole team. Here's my Xandar. Now, he came out awesome. What I did was I used a wrestler's body. I can't remember the name of them, but there's so many freaking wrestlers. I love the boots. Okay, the boots were awesome. They hung down. They looked rustic, And what I did was I spray painted his pants on and dirty washed them, then coated them. He's got a tattoo right there. Got the blue look, the rough, rugged look. It's actually a Punisher head that I painted up. Like I said, I hate using orange, but this orange actually came out pretty good on him. And yeah, I gave him, like a Sidewinder gun. I gave him a silencer gun, this big beast of a gun, because I thought, he reminds me of a sniper that'd be hiding when he's blue. You know what I mean? And everybody knows this guy and his sister and brother turned blue. So, yep, that's him. Now we'll get to Zartan. Now, Zartan came out really cool. This Zartan is awesome. Alright, now I know he's not your standard Zartan. Okay, like I said, my dreadnoughts, alright, were the guys that wore the jeans, that the leathers and the whole nine, had everything on them. So this is what I did. I made a Zartan out of like 4 different bodies. This is actually like a old Bruce Wayne head. And I don't mean like old as in like old. I mean as in age old. He has gray hair and the whole nine. And then what I did was, I don't know if we'll get in on there, but I did do the green eyes, the paint on his face. His body's completely bendable. He's all over the place. I mean, gave him a shotgun. Like I said, my Zartan, when I was a kid, Zartan to me was bigger than the whole group. Okay? So he needed to be a little on the bigger side. I like the muscles, the whole nine. He came out really good. All right, next. Now you're going to notice that I have an infinity for the big guys, okay? The guys that are mean looking, everything about them. This is mean looking. Here's my road pig. Now, everybody knows that this guy's just a big mofo. He's just a big guy. And yeah, I did everything about him. I made this stone thing. I used to have a bunch of old pieces that I had, and I used these cinder blocks to make a hammer for him. And then this spike thing came from an old wrestler. I did all the hair. I mean, he came out amazing. And he came from a nuke figure, head. He has, whose body is this? I can't even remember whose body it is, but all I know is that he came out amazing. And that look on his face, he's just like, I'm ready to crush somebody. Now, like I said, these are guys that are my favorite. These guys were the ones that went into it, And I loved the big guys. Anybody that was big was one of my favorites, especially on Cobra's side. Here's another one that you're going to like. Naugahyde. Now, yup, He's got like a good tan on him. But yeah, I gave him a big gun. Now see, if you look at my Nagahide's face real close, you can see that he's got a little bit of android on him. What happened is it's not android. He got caught in an explosion, lost his hand, and damaged his face. Dr. Mindbender made it better for him, kind of, ish. But yeah, you can tell I painted on the beard. Oof, that lighting's rough. Painted on the beard on him. Let's pull his gun down. Let's see, there we go. All the way around on the beard, but yeah, he got scarred up. I gave him a sniper rifle because he definitely needs one. He's got a submachine gun silencer and a big old 357, something like that. But yeah, this guy was one of my favorites. And I know all these guys aren't exact, okay? None of them will be. They're just mine and my likeness, the way I made them. And he came out great. I love him. Big, brawly guy. Got the chest hair. Came out amazing. My next guy. Now, a lot of these guys aren't like the famous guys. They're not all. These are a lot of side guys that I really loved when I was a kid. This one, Crocmaster. He came out pretty cool. Now, everybody knows that Crocmaster is like a sergeant. He's like Cobra Sergeant. And I gave him a whip, which I forgot to paint. But I gave him, now, in the toy, he had gator skin all over him. So what I did was I used hot glue spots and hot glue on his legs to give him the rough look. I gave it to him all over his body, all over his back, and he came out amazing. The eye you're looking at in the middle of his belt, that was signature back in the day. So what I did was I used a glue spot, bang, painted it yellow, one spot of yellow, little line, and he came out good. Look at the mask on him. He's hard to see with the lighting, but yeah, that mask came out good. He came out really good. I like him a lot. We're getting down to it. I got 2 figs left to show you guys. Like I said, these guys are the guys that I went to war with. I loved these figures. Okay, so this guy is Big Boa. Now I know he's missing the spikes on his chest and stuff, but you know what? I didn't want him. I decided that I wanted a mean, big, burly badass, and I got it. Now, what I used for the head was I got it off of some Android thing, and it came out really sweet. I painted it up, and I gave him a Ken body and some wrestlers' legs or something. But all these guys, I dream up. I see these guys, and I figure out ways to make them. This guy was one of my absolute favorites when I was a kid. He always was fighting everything. The big gloves, the whole nine. All right. Last but not least, guys. Now, this guy is one of the best figs that I made. And I love him. And I know he's not like a super popular guy, but in the movie, he was awesome. And I have him fight everybody. This is Nemesis Enforcer. Now take a look at this guy. This guy is something. His wingspan is ridiculous. Okay? I glued on some spikes to his arms. And by the way, this is all Marvel Ares figure. Okay? And where I got these wings was Godzilla's dragon wings. I don't know what Godzilla dragon it was, but this guy is immense. He stands over everybody. And I remember using him so much when I was a kid. I mean, he was just awesome. So, yeah. Absolute favorite. Look at that face on him. I mean, the detail on him is great. The eyes, I used the perfect body for him. And I painted him up different color purples and red. And everything that I could remember from them and what I could get from online. Now, the online figure looks like bunk compared to this. I mean, look at the detailing I did in the wings. Now, these wings originally, all gold. They were gold, gold, gold. So, what I did was I spray painted them, I dirtied them up, and hard coated them, and they came out really good. I mean, that is awesome. And then, I mean, when you stand Sergeant Slaughter and this guy together, it's like, oh yeah, the fight is on. These guys hate each other and they're perfect size. He's just a bit bigger than my Sarge, which he's supposed to be. I mean, he's supposed to be bigger than Sarge. But yeah, these two squaring off, holy crap. Well, guys, that's about it. If you guys like my figs, my G.I. Joe collection, let me know. And yeah, no one's half the battle. Like, subscribe, tell me what you think. And oh yeah, this is not for children. Okay, this is for adult guys, I guess. So here we go. Be good.